Hey everybody, this is Scott, and I'm here with Dawn Wheeler, who has been at CrossFit I35. I wrote the date down here, December 29,
Yep.
2012. So she's coming up on 8 years with us, and I brought her here today, and because I wanted to share a story, because there's a kind of remarkable story. If you see my shirt says Myzone on it. Myzone is doing a worldwide challenge this month for its work. It's called Workout to Help Out. And so that's all about helping our health, helping our immune systems, and helping the fitness industry, which has kind of taken a hit during COVID. So, but I brought Dawn here because Dawn is was the I'm going to just say you're the first person at the gym that attained something called a platinum status with Myzone. Now, here's where that's impressive. There's something called Myzone effort points if you don't know what the system is, and there's a certain number that you have to hit every month. So, like in 3 months you're iron, 6 months you're silver, 12 months you're gold, and 24 you're platinum. And I was telling Dawn earlier, if we were having this conversation a year from now, she and I will be diamonds. And this is not Amway, by the way. So it'd be okay if it was, right? But so here's what I think was remarkable about it is that those 24 months need to be unbroken. So like there wasn't a month that you took off, there wasn't a month that you got lazy, you said heck with it or whatever. But Dawn, you haven't missed a heartbeat since we put that system in place. So
Mm.
I'm just going to turn this over, and I may have a few more questions, but it's remarkable because you've had some challenges, some big ones that in the last 24 months. So I'm just going to ask that you share that and
hmm
let us know.
All right. Well, in the last 24 months, I think starting 24 months ago, I was still recovering from double mastectomy and radiation and various other surgeries, and still trying to make my way back when we started the MyZone challenge, and uh, started the competition. Well, it's not really a competition, but started using the belt to track more for myself, my heart rate, because I had to be careful because I'm on chemo every 3 weeks. So I had to be careful not to get too overheated or too maxed out, just to try to stay in safe parameters while still pushing me. So while I was at the gym, having the large screen with the MyZone was a amazing tool for me, not only to track my fitness, but to just to stay safe within the parameters. And then once I started using the belt, we had several competitions, and kind of gets you charged up and excited about wearing the belts, and who's winning and getting the points. But more than anything, I was using it for my own personal health and well-being, because during this cancer journey, I hate that, cancer adventure, whatever. Uh, I would have some setbacks, I would find out, the cancer had come back in the liver or had spread to my sacrum, and just kind of take a gut punch. But then one of the things that helped me, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, was having the gym, knowing that it was the stable thing in my life. Besides my husband and my faith, the gym and working out was the stable force in my life. And then the benefit of that was being and staying healthy, because throughout all this journey, I have found out with a lot of other women in my situation that they had developed osteoporosis, they developed all kinds of heart complications. Chemo had damaged other parts and other organs of their body. And on top of it, they were 30 to 40 pounds overweight, over the weight that they were before their cancer diagnosis. And I was just determined that that was not going to be me, because I had worked so hard in all the previous years to get fit, get in shape, get my diet under control, get strong. And so that was that. And the Myzone really kind of kept me charged up, kept it a part of my daily life. And like I said, it's one of the three constants in my life that help me stay grounded.
So how big an impact, because that was really interesting. I hadn't heard a story about the other health issues that some people in the same situation experience that you didn't experience
Yep.
at all.
Yep.
So how important would you say, especially in your situation, a breast cancer patient, how important is staying fit as possible through that process?
It's absolutely extremely important. One of the first appointments I had after meeting with a surgeon and an oncologist was with a health and nutrition or a fitness and nutrition person at my oncology suite. And she reiterated, thankfully, from the very beginning, that one of the most important things I could do would be to work out almost every day and just to continue doing that. She did give me guidance that I needed to watch my heart rate, which thankfully the Myzone was right there for me. So that was huge. But my immune system has been able to, well, let me just say this. If your immune system goes to a certain level, goes down a certain level, you can't get treatment. If you can't get treatment, the disease progresses. So it's
Right.
extremely important to keep my immune system up. And with the chemo, it shoots you down. It shoots your red blood cell count down, your white blood cell count. It just affects, everything. And so your immune system, I would have dips, but except for one time, and they couldn't tell me why, my immune system has never dipped below where I couldn't get treatment except for one time. And I think I had just been fighting off a cold or something like that. So it's extremely important to keep my immune system up. And also so I don't get other things, just colds and things that'll, knock me down. Fitness is a huge protector against just the various things that are floating everywhere.
Right, and I'm glad you brought. I haven't used that term, that number 80% in a while, but it is so important. There's so many people think, well, if I need to watch my diet, if I need to exercise, they're thinking if they get a 99, they're a failure. And as far as I know, 80% is a solid B in any institution I've ever been at,
Mm-hmm.
and 90, 92 is like exemplary, like you're top of your class, A's, right?
Yep.
So just that it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be damn good.
Right.
Right.
Consistency. And there was days that absolutely nothing sounded good, but getting some ice cream and getting some French fries. And you know what? I'll let myself do that from time to time, but I don't slack off on the workout, whatever that looks like. So sometimes when I'm in my really good cycle where the chemo's kind of worn off, I'm starting to have energy and feel strong again, I will blow it out every single day until the next chemo. And then I just kind of have to watch it. I listen to my body, but I still do something. I get out there, I move, I get my heart rate up. I do what, and that's all that any of us can do. You do what you can do each day.
That's so perfect. And I think I want to, maybe just for anyone listening to this, uh, this really doesn't just apply to somebody who has a medical condition or a cancer
Right.
patient, or it's all of us. We still need to do the
Yes.
same thing. All of us need to be remarkably consistent. We need
Yes.
to get 8 out of 10 things right.
Mhm.
And we do that, we're just, we're going to be where we need to be.
Right. And if people will start that now when, nothing has happened physically to them, I was able to start out the journey with the chemo and the surgeries already being in really good shape, strong, high immune system, lots of muscle, and was able to withstand the shock of just getting started with all that stuff. Whereas, like I was saying before, some of the people I had met weren't in shape when they got the diagnosis. So of course, they're not going to start working out when something, hits like that, because you don't feel good. And
Right.
then after they're recovered and healed, it's like, oh crap, I'm 30 to 40 pounds heavier. Now I have osteoporosis. I've got some heart issues, and oh, I guess I could start walking. And it's very daunting and it's depressing on top of everything else you've been through.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
As you said that it is monotonous, but you're going through it. I had this conversation with you maybe a couple of years ago, and we had it again today, is you kind of got two choices. You're going to roll.
Yep.
You're going to
Yep.
roll into a ball in a corner, suck your thumb, and wait to die, or you're going to stand strong and do the right stuff. And that's, like I said, the other one isn't really an option, and I know it's not for you.
No, it's not an option. And I know it is for some people, and I understand that. But that's another benefit of working out consistently is all the good, positive endorphins and serotonin that it sends to your brain. And when I get that way sometimes. I'll just cry or think, poor, pitiful me. But it's something about you go out and work out and you throw some weights around and you get your
Right on.
heart rate going, and all of a sudden something lifts and you feel good. So you get tons of physical benefits, but also mentally and emotionally. There's just nothing like it. Well, there might be, but I don't think it's legal. So this is a better option. Yeah, I would say just start today. Start where you're at with what you can do. It's those little changes consistently over time that produce results. So this is one of those things that you just have to make part of your lifestyle. It's a good habit, and we know it takes 20 to 30 days to establish a habit, and then your brain's going to get hooked on it. You're going to hate it probably for a good, I don't even want to say, because maybe not, but I remember just, you asked me one time, we were doing burpees, and it was the WOD with a ton of burpees. It was my first WOD with a bunch of burpees, and I was dying. And you came over and said, "Are you done with your burpees?" And I lied through my teeth. I said, "Yes, I am done with my burpees." I was done, but I had not completed the number. But you just, and it's for me, I had to get mad that I was in such poor shape when I thought I was in good shape. And that kept me going. And then I got hooked. So just start where you're at, and just stay consistent. And I promise you, over time, it's just going to become part of your lifestyle.
That's brilliant. So I guess I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for sharing, Dawn. It's amazing. Just everybody out there, go exercise, please,
Yes.
and be part of the solution to help out the world today.
Yes.
Exercise. Get out of your funk. Get out of your depression.
Mm-hmm.
Quit. Get out of the corner, sucking your thumb, and just move.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's what we want. So
Yep.
God bless you, and
You too.
thanks a bunch. So that was amazing.